Make this mistake. Capricorn leaves stop. Before you say one more word to your Capricorn, you need to watch this. Because right now, somewhere in the world, someone is losing their Capricorn forever. Not because of cheating. Not because of lying. Not even because of a big fight. They are losing them because of one quiet, invisible mistake, a mistake so common, so normal, that most people don't even realize they're making it until it's already too late. And here's what's terrifying. Capricorn won't warn you. They won't argue. They won't beg you to change. They will just go silent, pull back. And one day, you'll wake up and they'll be emotionally gone, even if they're still physically there. I know because I've seen it happen. I've heard the stories. And today, I'm going to tell you exactly what that mistake is, why it hits Capricorn harder than any other sign, and most importantly, what you can do right now to stop it. Stay until the end, because the last part of this video, it might completely change how you see your relationship. Let me tell you something that most people get completely wrong about Capricorn. People see Capricorn and they think cold, distant, robotic, all about work, all about success, no time for feelings. And yes, on the surface, that's what Capricorn shows the world. That's the armor they built. But underneath, Capricorn is one of the most deeply sensitive, deeply loyal, deeply loving signs in the entire zodiac. The problem is that they don't show it easily. They can't show it easily because Capricorn was forged in fire. Most Capricorns grew up learning that being soft was dangerous, that emotions made you weak, that love had to be earned over and over again. So they built walls, high ones with locks and guards. And here's the thing about those walls. When Capricorn finally lets someone in, when they finally tear down even one brick and say, "I trust you," that person becomes sacred to them. Capricorn doesn't love a little. They love with everything. Quietly, steadily, fiercely. Which is exactly why, when you make this mistake, the damage it causes runs so deep that Capricorn can't always come back from it. So what is the mistake? I'm going to tell you. But first, you need to understand one core truth about how Capricorn processes love. Because once you understand this, everything else will click into place. Capricorn does not measure love in words. They measure it in consistency, in actions, in patterns over time. To Capricorn, what you do repeatedly, reliably is what you are. What you say means almost nothing compared to what you do. Write that down if you have to. Because that one truth is the key to everything. Okay, the mistake. The mistake that makes Capricorn leave is this: inconsistency disguised as affection. Let me explain what that means. Because I'm not just talking about being flaky or canceling plans, although yes, that's part of it. I'm talking about something much deeper, much more subtle, much more dangerous. It's when your love feels like a storm, intense and electric one moment, then cold and distant the next. When you're all in on Monday and halfway gone by Friday. When you pursue them passionately at the beginning, and then slowly start treating them like a given once you have them. That pattern? To Capricorn, it doesn't read as "we're going through a phase." It doesn't read as "they're just busy." It reads as "I was a fool to trust this person." Here's why this hits Capricorn so differently than other signs. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of time, structure, and reality. Saturn doesn't do surprises. Saturn doesn't do hot and cold. Saturn rewards what is proven over time. So when Capricorn chose you, they didn't make that decision lightly. They watched you. They analyzed you. They tested you, probably without you even knowing it. And they concluded, this person is consistent. This person is safe. This person is worth the risk. And then you changed. Or maybe you didn't change. Maybe you just stopped performing the consistency they fell in love with. You stopped texting first. You stopped showing up. You started taking them for granted. Small things. Little things. Things you probably told yourself don't matter. But to Capricorn, they matter enormously. Because Capricorn remembers everything. Every canceled plan. Every ignored message. Every time you said you would, and then you didn't. They don't bring it up in the moment. That's not their style. They store it. They analyze it. They look for a pattern. And when the pattern confirms what they feared most, that they were wrong to trust you, Capricorn makes a decision. A quiet, calm, devastating decision. They decide to protect themselves. And the terrifying thing about a Capricorn who has decided to protect themselves, they are incredibly good at it. They have been protecting themselves their entire lives. They can be sitting right next to you, smiling, having dinner with you, and already be emotionally 1,000 miles away. Hey, real quick, if this is hitting you hard right now, if you're seeing yourself or your Capricorn in this video, please hit that subscribe button on Capricorn Secrets right now. And smash that like button too, because I release content like this every week. Deep, real, practical insight into the Capricorn mind that you are not going to find anywhere else. Over 90% of the people watching this channel are not subscribed yet. Don't be that person who comes back looking for this video and can't find it. Subscribe, you'll thank yourself later. Now let's keep going, because what I'm about to tell you next is how you actually stop this from happening. How do you know if Capricorn is already pulling away? Here are the signs, and pay very close attention, because Capricorn hides them well. Sign number 1, they stop bringing you into their plans. Capricorn plans, that's what they do. They think 3 steps ahead, always. When they love you, you are automatically in those plans. When they stop mentioning next month, next year, next trip, that's not an accident. That's Capricorn quietly removing you from their future. Sign number 2, their responses get shorter. Capricorn is not a big texter by nature, so this one is subtle. But if you notice that their already concise messages are getting even shorter, more clipped, less engaged, something is wrong. They're not being rude. They're creating distance. On purpose. Sign number 3, they stop asking for your opinion. When Capricorn values you, they want your input. They ask what you think, what you want, what you need. When they stop asking, they've already made peace with the possibility of making decisions without you. Sign number 4, the warmth disappears. Not in a dramatic way. Capricorn is never dramatic. But there's a certain warmth they have, a certain softness that only comes out for the people they truly love, a particular way they look at you, a gentleness in how they touch your shoulder. When that disappears, even slightly, take notice. It means they are withdrawing the part of them they protect most, their heart. Sign number 5, they become hyper-focused on work or goals. This is the one that confuses people most. When Capricorn is hurting emotionally, they don't spiral. They don't drink, they don't call their friends, they don't post sad quotes online. They work, they grind, they disappear into productivity. It's their way of surviving pain they build. So if your Capricorn suddenly becomes laser focused on their career and you barely exist in their world, they're using ambition as armor against you. If you recognize any of these signs, don't panic. Because here's the truth, Capricorn doesn't give up easily. They are not dramatic quitters. They don't leave over one bad week. But once they decide, once they've truly, completely decided, it is one of the hardest decisions in the zodiac to reverse. So the time to act is now, not next week, not after the next fight. Now, so what do you actually do? How do you earn back or protect a Capricorn's trust? The answer is almost painfully simple, but that doesn't make it easy. Step 1, stop explaining. Start doing. I know your instinct is to have a big conversation, to explain yourself, to tell Capricorn how much you love them, how serious you are, how things will be different. Don't. Not yet. Capricorn has heard words. They are immune to words at this point. What they need, what will actually reach them, is action. Consistent, quiet, repeated action. Show up when you say you will. Do what you said you would do every single time. No exceptions, no excuses. Build a new pattern in front of their eyes. Step 2, respect their space without disappearing. This is the most delicate balance in dealing with a withdrawing Capricorn. They need space, push too hard, and they pull back further. But if you disappear completely, Capricorn's self-protection instinct kicks in and they accept the loss and move on. So stay present, gently, a message to say you're thinking of them. A small gesture that requires nothing in return. Show them you're still there, consistently, without pressure or demand. Step 3, be direct without being dramatic. Capricorn respects honesty more than almost anything.
When the moment is right, and you'll feel it, be honest.
Not in a crying, dramatic, emotional explosion kind of way. In a calm, clear, adult kind of way. Something like, I know I haven't been as consistent as you deserve, I'm aware of it, and I'm changing it. Not because I'm afraid of losing you, but because you're worth showing up for. That kind of honest, grounded, drama-free accountability. Capricorn hears that. That speaks their language. Step 4, play the long game. Capricorn's trust doesn't return in a week. You probably won't get a big emotional declaration from them the moment they feel better. What you'll get is this. One day, they'll laugh with you again. Really laugh. One day, they'll bring up something happening next month and include you in it. One day, they'll look at you the way they used to. It'll come back gradually, quietly, like the sun after a long winter. And when it does, don't take it for granted. Ever again. Before I get to the final part of this video, if you haven't subscribed to Capricorn Secrets yet, please do it right now. I'm not exaggerating when I say this channel could save your relationship. Every week I go deep into the Capricorn psyche in a way that nobody else does. I read the This. I know your pain. And I make these videos for you. Tap subscribe, leave a like, and let me know in the comments. Has your Capricorn been showing any of these signs? I read every single comment. I want to say something personal before we close. People ask me all the time why I'm so passionate about Capricorn energy. Why I care so much about helping people understand this sign. And the honest answer is this. I've watched people lose someone extraordinary because they didn't understand them. Not because they didn't love them. They loved them deeply. They just didn't KNOW them. They didn't understand that this person who seemed so tough, so self-sufficient, so fine, was actually one of the most tender souls in the room. Just buried under layers of protection and experience and pain. Capricorn doesn't love you loudly. They love you by being there, by building something with you, by choosing you again and again in the small, quiet moments that the world doesn't see. And when they do, you have someone who will move mountains for you, who will never abandon you in a crisis, who will still be there faithful, steady, strong, long after everyone else has left. But they need the same in return. Consistency, reliability, proof that you chose them as intentionally as they chose you. Don't make the mistake of treating that love like it's guaranteed. Because it isn't. And the moment Capricorn decides they've been wrong about you, getting back to where you were is one of the hardest journeys in love. You still have time. If you're watching this, you still have time. Energetic close. End on a call to action. Smile in your voice. So here's your homework. Think about the last 30 days. Have you been consistent? Have you been showing up for your Capricorn in the way they showed up for you? Be honest with yourself. And if the answer is no, start today. Not tomorrow, today. One text, one small gesture, one promise you actually keep. Start rebuilding that pattern now. Drop in the comments what your biggest takeaway from this video was. I genuinely want to know. And if you know someone who is in a relationship with a Capricorn and is struggling, share this video with them. You might be doing more than you know. I'm so grateful you watched all the way to the end. It tells me everything about how seriously you take your relationship, and that Capricorn in your life is lucky to have someone who cares enough to do the work. I'll see you in the next one. This is Capricorn Secrets, and we're just getting started.